Welcome to the Bottom Line Liberia. This beautiful Friday evening. Today is the 29th of December 2023. 2023 is just on the brink of escaping away from us, and we will never have another 2023 anymore in our entire lives or in the existence of the entire world. So, this is the program, the Bottom Line Liberia. We do come to you from our studios in the UK and in Norway. Tonight, Paul, the Lord Children is going to be with us, or is with us, and also our colleague Jima Kamara cannot be here. He's engaged with some other activities. But together, Paul and I will be here to bring you some very important information and some discussions. But let me say welcome to you, Paul. You look like you stay in the Christmas spirit, my man. I know.
My man, good evening. And it's good to be back on Bottom Line. Yes, I have to be in the Christmas. It's the festive season. So you remember I would say today is the last Friday in the year.
Yes.
So after this Friday, the next Friday will be in the new year. So yes, I'm in the mode and I'm looking forward to the coming new year. And by God's waiting, if He gave us that strength and life and adding us will be here for the new year. Yes, it's good to be back. It's good to be in a good spirit. How your end?
Well, my end is good. Everything here is good. By the grace of God, like you said, we, we just came from the festive season. In fact, in Norway, we celebrate Christmas almost for one whole week because 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. So only today shops are open and they will be closed again, starting tomorrow for the new year until Monday will be the last day. Then Tuesday,
Yeah.
everything finished now. We on our heels. So, but like you said, this is the last Friday now in December for 2029, and the next time you see us here would be. We hope to bring you. Um, uh, we stay further lasting, but we hope to bring you a year-end edition of the Bottom Line Librarian, which is a special edition, uh, and that will be on Sunday if all goes well. Um, if our technology is working properly, because it is a lot of
Absolutely.
work. So if our technology fails us, then of course we can make it. But if it works properly, we'll be able to final edition. And that final edition for the year 2023 will include some very important information or things that happened for the past years. But that's not a promise because a promise is a debt. We are just thinking about doing it. But the next time you catch us here on our regular beat, which is Tuesdays and Fridays, will be a new year, a new Friday, and everything will just be brand new. So, Paul, I don't know if there is anything you want our viewers to know, or apart from asking them to help us share the show.
Well, the thing is, it'll be good for them to share the show, and then we can have a discussion when we get a few people on it following us, then we can talk.
Okay, and I just want to urge our viewers with this message. When you come on, sometimes you feel that you see like one person on your screen is not one person or two person or three person. No, there are people on the various screens. But because from what you see is what you or from the screen that you operate on is what you see. And if you go back to our video, you'll see that a lot of people have been watching. And for us, we don't go by that crowd thing because we know we have our viewers who trust us, who believe in what we say. We're not inflating anything here. We're not inflating information. We're not inflating numbers. We're not inflating figures. Nothing. When you see, if you see zero, that's zero. You see one, that one, two, that two. If you go anywhere you go, that's it. We don't. So we're not up to that normal thing. We know there are bigger platforms coming on now. Just about the time we are coming on, you got Seku TV, you got the closing argument, you got Spoon. So we're not competing. No, we are into our own business, and we got our own regular listeners who listen to us, who hear what we say, and they believe in what we say. And so we asked you to help us to share the show while we also taking care of some small business in the background. But our regular boy, uh, Takunche, Paul, I think we got to do Takunche for service. I want us to interview Takunche. If you know anybody who has contact with Takunche, we want to talk to him.
I think we can try that and reach out to Takun J because no matter what political how he found himself. The music he made is a music that
because this music applies to all the parties.
everybody, yeah. I don't know. I mean, he did something wonder that music could live for years upon years, century, yeah, because the music is just a good music, to be honest. And it's just the everyday problem in Liberia that he really knew in that music. So yes, it'll be good to have Takunji so we can have a discussion where that thought came from. That is a good political music, no doubt about it. Yeah, I think we should play that music for our audience and for those that are joining us. Welcome. Today is the last Friday in this year, and we just want to be here, talk to you. We have interesting story tonight. We'll ask you to kind of share the show as well. So tonight we'll be looking at good topics, and I think Linfa will brief us on that. It's the last Friday. Join us. Let's say goodbye to this Friday and wait for next Friday will be in 2024. The year that everybody...
I can't believe that we're talking about 2024.
Yes, 2024 should be the most exciting year in Liberia. Why? Because the expectation is high. We have new government coming in place, that there will be no more stealing, there will be no more garbage. There are a lot of good things that we're looking forward to in 2024. And I'm excited to go home, that even when I'm eating my bread, if it's accidentally fall from my hands, I'll be able to pick it up, blow it, and eat it. That is the Liberia looking at. Liberia will be the Rwanda as we've been told. So I'm really looking forward to that new Liberia. Yes, I'm excited for 2024, and I pray that God gave me that life. Let me see 2024 in the next few days.
Okay. My man, they say, the old man, Professor James Dopo, the late, peace be to his ashes, he said, Bird can pray for long fellows. They pray for long life. As long as it is living, the fellow will grow. So at least we got hope. But let's bring on Takun J and his boys. And I love this music because it's just timeless. It applies to all of the political parties. Takun J now.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach in D and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not corrupt. I said no one to trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they said they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then stay they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they fall. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So, why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock them for us. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and little on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie.
You are welcome to the Bottom Line Liberia.
Okay, and so we are back, folks. Thanks for staying there, and we appreciate when you are there and you're sharing the show, and we see people are logging on. But the post said tonight we're going to be discussing a number of issues, and among them we will look at first the SARS story, the SARS incident in Totoa, Bong County, where a tanker reportedly fell off the road, and there were a crowd of people there, and they went there to either see or get some fuel from it. I don't know whether it was a gasoline or fuel from that tanker, and then the explosion took place. And we'll be discussing that, and I will give my own vivid description of what that picture was and how I can relate to it, because I live in Totoa, I live in that identical area for years. Again, we'll be looking at the VP, the story making headlines in the news recently, where the VP was sharing, or the wife of the former VP and now president-elect, Mrs. Katumu Boakai, was sharing or chewing gum with him. We just look at it. We look at it. I mean, it's a normal story in the news. It's been making headlines. So we just give our own, the session, how we look at it, what we think about it, and that's exactly what we do on this show. We give our opinions on the issues. Like I've always said, we may not be right, we may not be wrong as well, because it's just exactly what we feel. So, Paul, let me say again, welcome to you. And I don't know, you want to get us going with that sad story from Totoa, Bong County?
Yes. Linford, thank you, and welcome to our viewers. We'll say Happy New Year. Today is the last Friday, and we're looking forward to the new year. To our viewer, kindly asking you all to kindly share the show. Yes, Linford, the sad story in Liberia is the one that, is something that we all, our heart felt for those people. And it's just happening in Liberia that because of poverty, people scramble for every little thing. In this society, that tank actually had an accident. It cast one side. And people saw the opportunity there. Oh, there's fuel in this thing. Let's take advantage of this. And didn't know that it was a bookie trap for death. So it's just a sad story. I mean, look at this. How this thing exploded. 40 person died. And if you see the actual video on that was shown from the guys who were on the ground, people were actually taking gasoline from this tanker. They saw, oh, it's an opening here. Let's take gas. People taking gas to go and sell. And this is the sad thing. And they didn't know. And the thing is, with this sort of things, yeah, we careless as well. This happened in a town center. And remember, people sell on the roadside. People taking fuel. Just a little spark of fire that you may not be aware of. Boom. Here we go. 40 people die. And there are more people staying in hospital, so the casualty will go up higher than this. It's just a sad story. It is where it is in Liberia. I don't know where your take on this.
Well, you know, when I saw the video, I started hearing about this thing. People started sending condolences to people in Totoa, and I was like, "What's happening?" So then I decided to search. I saw the video, and then my mind went to that area. You know, it did not actually happen in Totoa town center. It happened outside. There's a place called Moluba Hill.
Yeah.
I lived in Tottenham Farm from 1994 all the way to 1999. That's about 5 years. And I know everywhere, every little corner in that place. And I know how these people can react. Totoa, the people of Totoa, they are very welcoming people. Totoa, there is one thing about Totoa. It's a little town on a road that does not sleep. Imagine when we moved to Totoa in 1993. That was during the war still, but there was no war fighting there. The war was, in fact, those places were normal era. War were fighting far away, bombing and other places. And so that was one of the best places to live for. And then when we had a radio station there, it even added more flavor to it. So people never slept in that town. And I will urge you, I don't know whether it's still happening. Or the last time I was in Liberia, I didn't stop in Totoa. I didn't stop in Totoa town. Totoa, there is something famous about Totoa that I know. The groundhog meat. The groundhog meat is always there. They will season it well, cook it, and I mean, when you buy it, you taste it those days. And when we first moved there, I was a bit skeptical. Where people getting the groundhog from every day, I will not do me. But through my own investigation, I got friendly with one of the ladies, the brother of the ladies, one of those that used to sell this thing. And I went to the house. I saw them cleaning the groundhog. They got a customer in the bush that can go and hunt and bring it. But then where do they get a groundhog from? Oh, yeah, every day. People racing it or what? So that's very famous about Totoa. And then the pan will come in barrels. I mean, those days when we finish working at the station, we'll go to Totoa, we'll be there until in the evening, we're coming home. So Totoa is a little lively town. We even had a football team there, the radio station had a football team. I mean, life was going on in that place when we were there. So I know exactly how these people on the highway can operate. By the way, I grew up on that entire highway from a small boy town. Right. Because my foster father, Jake Samuel Metron, had a farm there, which is not far from Weyala. And so I went to elementary school in Konola and all these things. So I relate to how things can happen on the road. Small accident, when people come in, you'll not believe it. Small thing, everybody will come to see. So when that tanker fell and I saw all these people flocking in, and let me tell you, if that tanker had not exploded just in short time, if it had waited until complete whole day, after 4 or 5 hours, the death toll will be plenty because all the surrounding villages, people will hear the news and will be coming. So when I saw children, what really puzzled me was small kids, small children, women.
Yeah.
You don't have car, you don't have motorcycle. What are you looking for? What are you there? What are you doing there? And then, I mean, sad that they lost their lives. But there were these guys, about 2 or 3 other guys who were sitting at the top of the tanker as if they owned it, and it was for them. They were controlling it and telling people where to go. Can you imagine? So even if this tanker had not exploded and the tanker had accident, right? It had fuel inside.
Yeah.
Okay. And if it had not exploded, and then finally people started looting it, and the owner wanted to take action, and if they were going to bring people to start searching for people, you who was sitting there, don't you think you'll be arrested? Like you, because you were part of the stealing. So it's just like somebody, I left my house there, everybody come there, somebody broke a door, then somebody take charge and start sharing it in. So it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's sad. I mean, let's face it, it's sad. But again, security measures, you got to be security for yourself. You know, gasoline can burn, fuel can burn. You don't have to be there. Okay? And it's just hard to explain because it's difficult. It's human lives and it's not a property, the human life, but then the manner in which it happened. Can you imagine that a group of people get died for nothing?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Every time I saw that video, I got sick. Yo, boom, like this. These were people who were sitting there talking lively, like how we do it. All of a sudden, their life just went away 1 second. Can you imagine? Precaution.
Yeah. And
there is a story about a police commander in Totoa, one Jabate. He was also involved. He and the guy, I think they got some kind of community watch group there, the commander too. He had just come from Banga, according to him. When he got there, the thing happened just recently when he came from Banga. So the crowd was getting big, and he went there to see if they can put the crowd under control. He and the community watch commander, and the two of them got burned. The police commander got burned about 35-degree burn, and they all got 60-degree burn. Can you imagine? You see?
Sad.
Yeah, so sad. And we hope that people can take precaution for these things. It happened in Totoa. So I can assure you, Paul, that people who live in our surrounding on the highway that saw this thing, anytime they go further, people will not go there. People will stay far off.
But that's the lesson learned.
Yeah, but people in Grand Basso, Sano, Maryland, River G, all the people that did not see it, they didn't hear it, but they did, God forbid, anything that happened, they'll go there. You know, people, this thing happened in Sierra Leone, a tentacle thing. You remember? I think last year or this year, 2023.
Yes, it did. Yeah,
it happened in Sierra Leone. A tentacle way where people they think of further and people are going to go steal fuel. You can't do this. This thing, somebody could maybe smoking among them because the people that went and nobody was controlling them, somebody has cigarette or something. And up to now, I don't know the cause of that fire. Because they think, oh, that is just explode by itself. They gotta be, for fire to exist, 3 things involved. You gotta have something that will burn, something that will cause the fire, and oxygen. So the 3 things. So somebody might have ignited fire, magic or cigarette. Because they take, of course, gas will not gas is vaporized. It can disappear in the air. Put your hand in gas and just show it all that day. After a few minutes, it'll get dry. So, but in that process where it's getting dry, it's in the air, it's looking for fire. Anything that can make fire, it will help to catch it. So it's sad. Our hearts go off to the families that lost their people, the small children, kids, man. Can you imagine? Women, pregnant women. Some of them might have left their children home. And if you do, my husband and wife might have been there together. So, Paul, it's sad, and we just hope that we can learn some of these lessons.
Yeah, Linford, it is what it is. And I would say it's all boiled down to the level of education, poverty, all of these things that attribute to what have happened. You see, health and safety in Liberia is like a vampire. People really don't take health and safety serious. And this is some of the things. Health and safety in place, these are things that people will be aware of, that gasoline is dangerous. Remember, there's so many people have died from using generator, from the fuel. People, so it's the same, and people have not learned their lesson from all this because people have not been told the danger of all of these things. That's where health and safety come to be. And this is the fact. It is where it is in Liberia.
That's a good point, Paul. That's a very good point.
See?
That's a good
gasoline. Look, if you travel around the country, people are selling gasoline in mayonnaise jar. And that is wrong. Totally wrong. And if you know that is wrong, And if that was a Liberia, sometimes want to say, is Liberia a normal place? That's the word I use all the time. Because people see you selling gasoline in a mayonnaise jar and they get away with it, that is normal. But it just take a mild person. It's just that we bless in Liberia. Our people don't smoke. Smoking is not something that with Liberians. Only one Liberian smoke cigarette. But if not, someone could just finish smoking and just dash their cigarette not somewhere, gasoline around, boom. This is why it is.
But Paul, you don't even need to say, Liberia is a good country. We have real wicked people. Some guy passing, he can throw petrol bomb, boom. Everybody there, he can't throw it gone. Why you pay attention to that? I mean, gone. You see, wicked country, terrorist country. But you struck a good point about health and safety. It's simple. Here, they begin to teach the children in kindergarten about health and safety. They will always do fire drill. The fire truck will go to the kindergarten. My son will tell me today we have fire truck. The firemen were telling us this is what to do. And they teach the children what to do. They teach them how to cross the road. Every time they take maybe 1 or 2 days in a week, they carry them to teach them how to cross the zebra crossing. That when you see the car coming, if the red light, the green, look for the green man. When the man is red, do not go. But when the man turn green, go. So all the children know it. They all there, and one picking a man was crossing. So the woman went out take shock and go to the supermarket. So the baby stood and start crying. The woman asked him, why I said, because we're not going to cross here. Can you imagine? Baby? And then when something happens here, I know it happens in the UK because I live in the UK, I live in Southampton. I saw many things that are crime scene or accident scene. The first thing the police will do, they will call down the area, they will run that police line. Once they run that police line, you cannot cross it. It's all in the Western world. That police line is very important. It's safety because they know, the people know. But Liberia, you see house burning, people running there. They know that fire, but they running there. Car be accident, they running there. You can't give the investigators the chance to do their work. So all these things, it boils down to lack of safety, education on safety. Then that gasoline selling something you're talking about, that's very dangerous. Okay? Very, very dangerous.
And Linford, could you imagine when a car just make an accident, people rush there not for helping the people that are in a vehicle, but they gone there intentionally to steal from the people, the victims. Whatever is in that vehicle is what they're looking for. So imagine, you don't know the impact that car had. It could explode, but they don't know. They just want to put their hand on something for survival for the next day. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, but okay. Should we say it's because of poverty or it's just bad habit that people let to steal, people let to get free things?
I would say it's because of poverty. It's not because people like to steal. Now, we had the last podcast and I talked about this. In Liberia, you got the biggest employer is the Liberian government. So the civil servant in Liberia, there are 80,000, right? Excluding metal, all of these little gas stations, leveling people having stores, these petty businesses. So 3.5 or 3.6 million people are struggling to make ends meet. So that's why you see people selling plenty chips, cucumber, chewing gums. They're going all over the place. Unemployment is one of the hardest things. And remember too, there is no means of job creation in Liberia. So if 3 million people are hustling for petty cash, this is what leads to it. But if you have a lot of people working, it wouldn't have happened. You see, you get thousands of students graduate from all the university, over 20,000 every year, no jobs. And now they also being, so you go every corner, you find somebody who open a photocopy machine or have a little printer, something going on, money changing or selling the gasoline I was talking about, because no jobs. So all of these things have to do with jobs, and jobs without jobs lead to poverty.
Okay, but I agree with you. 80%. The other 20% side is this. I shall try the 20%. Here.
You're 80% what?
I agree with 80% that there's no job, and because of poverty, that's why people do that.
Not even 80%.
So it should be 100. It should be 100%. So I'm taking 20% from there to put on the negative side. Now, the negative side here is that there are born thieves. There are people who are born thieves. Okay, let's go to the government that is the biggest employee. In this government, you got people who have been working in government years and years and years and years before we were born, and they get plenty of money, but they still steal. So why can't they be satisfied? Because they are rogues by nature. There are people who steal by nature. Here in Norway, this is a social welfare country. If I'm not working today, we're COVID king. Or most of us, because if you work in the private sector, I mean in the public sector, where you're meeting people all the time, where you interacting with people, and you get infested with COVID king. All of us were kind of like, I don't know the English word for it, but we're permitted. They permitted us. They gave permission to leave the job and go. So we're getting our same salary from the government. Social. Okay. Now, so everybody here can afford, but still, in as much as there is a law in this country that you cannot be hungry and die because you get money, you can't be hungry. I mean, you can't be sick and die because you get money. The government will step in. There are still people who steal. So there are rogues. There are people who are born as rogues.
I agree. Agree.
Okay.
So in Liberia, every nation have thieves. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But to the extent that the whole nation cannot be thief. I'm being honest with you.
No, I agree. I agree, Paul. But the thing again, so the whole nation cannot turn. But this is what happening now. The whole nation is turning to be thieves now.
Yes.
So even the explosion that took place, the small children, around 5, 6, 7, 8 years old children out there, what responsibility do they are have? Who they going to feed? Their parents should be there, not them. So because lack of security measures.
Yeah. So what happened in Liberia? If you travel to Liberia now, take 500 Liberty, the printed Liberty, not pieces, just a whole 500 Liberty. Give it to a little child, say, go and buy me beer. That child will bring you beer, set it down, they will not give you the change.
And he start going.
You want to go.
Yeah, you see it.
So this honesty in Liberia at this time is hard.
Yeah, no, I will tell you, Paul. Again, I want to agree with you that because of hard time. 2016, when I went to Liberia, 2016, when I went to Liberia, I went on my land, right? Around the area where Joey built the houses. That's somewhere around there. I went on the land. When I bought that place, it was not town. No houses were there. But when I went, people had built houses all around. So my place was just like football field in the middle. So I was also seeing, I went there, drove my car, when I parked the car right in the middle of the road. But before I went, I did almost around $150 or $200 Liberian dollars.
Wow.
I went to buy water, but I didn't buy the water on the house. So I had the money on the car seat. And because it was hot, so I brought the car glass down halfway like this. So I parked the car, nobody was there. I started walking around the land. But apparently one of those people who lived there, that children, it was a boy between 8 to 9 years old. So the small picking, I'll fire away from the car because my area is big. I on the other side. I saw the little boy, he can't run the car. He can't. And I know, but they've cleared on my mind that I left the window down. They took all the money. So I took the money, started running. Then he came to my mind. I just stood and look at him. I'll fire for him. I can't get him though. But he took the money and he ran somewhere in another direction. So I stood up. When the car stood, I started laughing. I said, So it means if I left my purse or any kind of valuable thing about, I mean, that a boy can come open area, horses all around. I said, play looking at football field. Till I took my thing and took my money and ran. So then I started getting to know as a country that no that no man left for true. That I little boy just taking money and run. Can you imagine? But it's sad. It's sad though. It's sad that we talk about it and people think it's good, but it's sad because this is a whole nation turning to a pariah state. These are people. We sitting there and the country is changing gradually. We're seeing crimes being built up in people that can't make accident. People go there instead of sympathizing with the victims or helping them. They searching the pockets, searching their pockets, opening their beds to see what they can get. The person crying, "Oh, help me!" This is terrible. This is terrible, unimaginable. But the security will have to take charge. That if anything like this happens, like in a Totoa incident, not only the securities, everybody, let people of conscious mind, like this thing of further, people of conscious mind in that town. The first thing you prevent, you make a barricade, stop people from coming there. Do not send your children to go steal. Do not send your wives and husbands to go steal. Trust me, that incident that took place, husband and wife will be involved because they saw it as opening. Pregnant women, baby man with baby on the bar, all of them were there. Can you imagine?
Linford, the people saw opportunity that they could make money out of the gasoline to survive. They were not thinking. Because you see, when people selling gasoline on the street, it's normal that, oh, this thing just like this, because people are not haven't been told the danger of selling gasoline. So this tanker people saw the opportunity to also take gas, put it in a 5-gallon container to sell it too, to make money. They were not thinking that this was going to happen. Now, how the fires came about, we don't know until the investigation is over. But usually on the main roads, people do roasted cassava and all that. You don't know what happened.
Somebody might have been smoking among that crowd.
Or someone might have been smoking. And they didn't take precaution of this was dangerous thing they were doing. They didn't know. Now, it's an accident where the car engine still running. That's another thing. You see? And people were grabbing gasoline to make money. That's all what happened.
But if you look at that video carefully, Paul, you'll get to know that explosion, that fire did not start from a car engine. It started from right behind there, right to the back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Somebody
was smoking unconsciously. Yeah. Somebody did something.
People don't think that.
And I got another story which is unconfirmed, where somebody said it was the policeman who was using taser. So if the policeman used taser, because I saw that on Facebook, if the policeman used taser, doesn't the policeman know that taser is a fire by itself? Because that
it can spark.
Yeah, it can spark. That's why I can check you. So, but we don't know yet. But there is a story also, Paul, where the victims are pleading for some assistance. I think you have that story. If you show it, then we can look at it and see.
Yeah, talk to us about this, Linford.
Okay. Hospitals that are treating the patients are appealing for assistance. When this thing happened, they took the patients to the victims to different hospitals. Ganta, or like I was telling you about the police commander in Totoa, who got burned one Chabate. He's also in Ganta responding to treatment. So they took these people to, of course, the nearest. Around there was Phoebe. So I guess Phoebe was overwhelmed. So they had to take them to Ganta, to Banga, to different hospitals, Kakata and stuff like that. So the other hospitals are appealing for assistance. And Paul, I experienced burn before. I know what burn is. That thing is painful than anything. Fire burn is painful than anything, my brother. I tell you. And no matter what, you will not be the same. You see the boy liver pom, the boy who set himself ablaze, you see, no matter what, you can go through all the screen graph. You can't be the same. So I can imagine how overwhelmed these hospitals are, and so they are appealing for assistance. And so if there is or there are people, goodwill people out there, they can give assistance. And let's see how far their assistance will go to the victims, because there are people who sustain injuries. They will not die, but they will live with that pain forever, that scars forever. In that video I saw, after the fire, when the fire exploded, there was a guy who ran with fire on him and he fell in the gutter. So when the fire went, or the talking, the guy was going, he was peeling, all his skin was coming down. Can you imagine? From the face, I don't even know how the face condition would be. So people like that, I don't know. So, but the biggest news there is that the hospitals are calling for assistance to treat these fire disaster patients. We hope that the government can do something. And like what Emmanuel Boniface is saying, the fire might have been caused by some friction, something, because for fire to burn, Paul will know, for fire to start, something that can burn must be present, and that thing was the fuel.
That's right.
There's something that can cause fire must be present. So the other friction or match or cigarette or something, source of fire. So something happened, but we'll get to know. We also understand that President Weah pay courtesy call on the victims. And to Totoa, and he sympathized with the victims and their people.
Yes, and I'll see what the medical people now are asking. They're appealing for people to help. My man, Liberia is an interesting country. If you went to hospital, even paracetamol, you won't get it. They will give you prescription to go across the road, right in Monrovia, the GFK, to go buy from Lucky Pharmacy. So this sort of situation, if they can't find paracetamol, where would they have things to kill these people? So they write to appeal for help. The health sector in Liberia is a complete mess. Until you experience it, then you will see what I'm talking about. It's a complete mess. So I'm really sorry for these poor people, man. Some of them is because I got burned before.
Me too.
So, and my own brain, it was bad. For those of you who have used pressure cooker before, using pressure cooker and the top of that pressure cooker, it didn't close good, and it happened that I went closer trying to do something. The pressure from that thing, the steam came all the way on my chest. When I took up my left of my shirt, my whole skin from the stomach left on the clothes. That how bad. And to treat that, therefore, for months I could not sit down. So I mean, those guys are burnt all over. You can't even lie down.
You can't. I said, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a victim of burn.
Yeah, the pain. And this is it is what it is, man. And our house goes to them, to those who died, sympathy to the parents, but it is what it is in Liberia. And I hope the government do something. Let be some sort of education about the danger of petrol. And they should regulate the petrol thing in Liberia. Let people stop selling in Miami's jars
around the country. And Liberia, when I was studying maritime, we came to a point where in a class, and all the conventions, all the IMO convention, the International Maritime Organization conventions, there are laws that they make. But these laws, they will always come after disaster. If you remember, in Scandinavia, there was a boat that sank between Denmark and Norway. It was called the Scandinavia Star. It sank because somebody was smoking, and then fire caught in the boat, and the boat had to sink. Now, after that, the sinking of that boat, then the IMO had a convention and they passed a new law that all other boats that will be built after that time, now 1994 somewhere, after that time should be fireproof. And then we had another example from Estonia. There was another boat that sank because the pipe was now closed and nowhere the cars can go. where the ferry can, when the ferry land, we're going for some car carrier as well. So they left it closed, or I mean, they closed it, but it had fault. So it didn't close good, and when the boat started going in the water, then water started coming inside. People sang again. So then this all the convention I'm reading, they always come after some accident. So I asked our teacher, I said, but why is the IMO so they are very retroactive? They will wait until something happens before they make new convention to correct it. She said the reason is not that they are retroactive, but they got to know what happened, investigate, find the cause before they take precaution. So like now we're talking about people selling gasoline in
my jar.
Yeah, they're not looking at the danger now. But when somebody go and break one of the jar and put fire on it intentionally and everybody start burning, then they'll say, okay, nobody must sell now. But now they're not stopping anybody. So that's an IMO kind of mentality where they will wait something happen before they make law to take precaution. Okay, so as we speak,
isn't this is the time for after 40 persons have died? Isn't this is the time that the government should look at the people who selling gasoline in mayonnaise jar to stop it now? Because it will take another crazy man to just left or matches one day, boom, and kill innocent people. Isn't it about time that I stop?
You are right, Paul. You are right. This is a time for you to stop. But are the people thinking? Are they thinking about the danger? You see, like, and you know, since the Titanic, when the Titanic had accident, the reason Titanic was a very good ship built, but the reason simple iceberg made a hole in a hull. The body of the ship is called a hull in the Titanic, and because of that single iceberg, that's why water entered that thing. And now after you see IMO convention, after the Titanic, they passed law that all other ships that will be built should be something they call double hull. That means double body, the double shell, one inside, one outside. So when the first one outside hit something, a hole go there, the water can go through and come to the one that inside. So you see, so Liberia now, if we are thinking, we should say nobody should sell gasoline in container. On the gasoline, if it's selling, I mean, in a mayonnaise jar, it's very easy to break that jar. If you sell it in plastic container, that one it's not easy to break.
So, yes. Lincoln, Brother Kepatria, we are saying the owner of this should also take responsibility for this. And before you say something, I just want to say, happy birthday to my big brother Kepatria. Happy birthday. I saw the post, and then today is your birthday. Have a good birthday, and hope that next year I should come over and see you people in the great Minnesota. Yeah, leave for floor.
Yeah, but I hope Patrick could maybe call on the show and explain to how because somewhere Munafa also blamed the driver of the tanker. This is accident. You carrying the tanker veers out of the road and falls down. And that driver would not want to die, so you would not look at the tanker and say, "Let's go further." Okay, why you're drunk on that? The tanker fell down. So how was it his responsibility that people left from their houses to come to bust the tanker, the very tanker that have accident, to make hole on it? People are carrying hammer, making hole on it so it can leave for them to take a fuel. Nail with hammer, boom, boom, boom. Some people took control of the whole thing here. Look at the guy that was sitting on top of the container. I mean, two guys. Yeah? And I also got another video at the end of the video. I mean, they after they burn, they show the burn container that the whole tanker melted because the aluminum it melted. That people got burned in it, and they were nobody could take them. They melted.
Yeah. So Linford, listen to what Alexander is saying here. This is not the first time. It happened before in Waterside, and people die. So we have not learned from this.
We will not learn. Like we earlier said, it's because of poverty, they will not learn. Trust me. It happened in Sierra Leone. The very street that happened in Sierra Leone. Let one more thing go further there. You see people will go there. People will always take chances because they want to get things, free things.
Yeah.
And that's why when you talk about it, it's because of poverty. That's why I said no. It can't only be poverty. There are people who just want to be, they want to get free thing.
Yes, people want to get free thing, and this is what lead us to our next topic. And this one will amaze you that because people left free thing, and the incoming government, there have been a proposal that since people left free thing, let the Liberia have or what we call King Jew Festival.
No, I beg. They want to put on the incoming government. That is incoming government. If they have
No, I say, but some will left free, but this will happen in the next government. So we left free things. So I mean, drinks is something that we all love in Liberia. So to have a King Jew festival, I think it'll be a good thing. Like in Europe, they have all of these festival, wine festival, and this festival, and this will boost the tourist attraction in Liberia. So when it's set a day for King Jew festival, for those of us that haven't drank King Jew for a long time, I think we can be looking forward to going to Liberia for the festival. I don't know what you think, Linford. I think this is amazing time.
Okay, when I saw this story a lot, I remember in 2007, I met some friends, two girls from Czech Republic. They were tourists in Norway. So I met them coincidentally and we talked. And then we exchanged at the time we were messenger. And then when she went to our country, then she sent me invitation. She said, "Oh, do you drink?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, when you are in Oslo, we drink." She said, "Okay. But there in my country, there is a place where I go to, the university I go to. In that time, they are having one festival. You want to come? It's in the summer." I said, "Okay." No, when in the summer, because it was around July, August, around there. Just before school opened in 2008. So I said, "Okay." I traveled to Czech Republic. I got to Prague. Then I had to take a bus from Prague to a small town called, the time the name short. So it's about 2-3 hours by the bus. I went to this place. I slept the next morning. We went for the one festival, Paul. I started crazy first. I mean, just on one table, one farmer, the guy up to maybe like 10, 15, 20 different type of wine. So the table, before you even go like 100 meters, man, you drunk already. So can you imagine? And people, the first one, at least I can remember the first, second, and third glasses from different productions. I could taste it, but the other one I can't taste it again because my taste bud now die. I'm getting drunk.
So Linford, I mean, there's the King Jew festival they want to introduce in Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
On a serious note, they said to attract tourist attention for Liberia. And Liberia, they made good King Jews, no doubt about it. I know people leave from the UK, they go to Jamaica, they bring this thing called Jamaica rum.
Mm-hmm.
So if King Jew, which I know traditionally is made by the Grove people from King Jews, because in the South, there are a lot of sugarcane grow over there. They make King Jews a lot. Isn't this about good revenue generation for the country?
Oh, to be frank,
think on it.
Yeah, but you just listen to me. I traveled from Norway to Czech Republic, and the place called Brno, Brno, Brno.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I traveled from Norway to Czech Republic and went to Brno and tried to attend one festival. Okay. I slept in hotel. That is tourism. It will raise the income generation. I rode a bus. Okay. I flew from here to Prague and then rode a bus from Prague to go back and forth. That alone, all the tourists in that money. So if we do this and you have very good King Jews in Liberia, my grandfather was a King Jew farmer. Okay. And this is a man who could not drink anything. He can't even drink. Even Coca-Cola, anything in bottle, that man drink it, will get drunk. But I'm also a good King Jew producer. So if all of the King Jew farmers in Liberia, I still remember how we used to test the King Jew. The first one that come, it looking a little bit blue like that, very strong. And the old man can test it to see whether that good production. You put some down on the table, then you let match it, and you hear it is. Then you say, yeah, it's good. Okay? So if we can produce what kind of King Jews, So we attract people from Sierra Leone, and you know Sierra Leone got equivalent of skin juice, something they call Sasman. Very powerful tool called Sasman. Long time ago, I don't know what they say, Gary. So these things will attract Guineans will come. People will come, tourists will come. So I think it's a good idea.
I think the King Juice Festival will be a good idea. Imagine, look, think on this. Liberians in the US, I think they're over 1 million people. I think, because we don't know the exact number. In Europe, there are huge Liberians. Thinking that everybody, you get a lot of people going back home, maybe turn my birthday for a King Juice Festival. Just think on this will generate a lot of money. So I don't know. What our viewers think on this, they like have an input on this, because I think this it makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, our viewers, you can write
the biggest
you can write a comment
in the world.
I see just a farmer thing. This idea is very funny. He said King Juice Festival, but you know, it may sound funny, but it will raise money. Most of the people who got walking up and down the street who are not doing anything. If you get once that festival start going, and we see that it's attracting more tourists and people are buying King Juice rather than these imported, I don't know, the Chinese thing, I call it Hong Kong or Hong Kong. I call it Chinese beer in yeah, so all the things that you drink it, the side effect, your hair will be hurting. But our King Juice, my man, one small glass, the first thing you gotta spend, nobody, Paul, I know what I'm talking about. Nobody can sit in the King Juice shop and spend $500. No.
Yeah.
The highest amount you spend maybe $200-300 if you entertaining friend, because one glass of King Juice is strong enough to replace 5 of that your Hong Kong Chinese beer.
Yeah, that's true.
I also went to there's a Liberian boy who is married to one Serbian girl, so we went to Serbia. When we went there, the people get something I drink. I think you've been to Russia, you know about that drink. It's called Raka.
Mm-hmm.
It's the equivalent of King Juice. They don't serve it in big glass. There are small, tiny glass. It is small. Like between my finger here. That thing, and you don't drink it like you drink it like this. Then you take on one. No, in one time shot like this.
Yeah.
The people advised me. He said, "We're going at the wedding. That's starting here. The wedding. I went Saturday. I went on a Monday." He said, "But the people having party. The people like good time. They'll be drinking. That thing they call that small clear thing there. When they give it to you, he said no, because when you drink it, that thing there, it will take you off balance. And that's true. I tried one shot. I was gone. I was sleeping the whole day. So, but it's that traditional drink. So that thing there, nobody can tell me say they will sit there and use $1,000 drinking raka. No, because it will knock you off. You'll not make it. But then they got one beer there they call Lav, L-A-V. That beer I was drinking it through up. And I was spending money. So you see the difference? So somebody who buy club beer and somebody who buy King Juice, that man who buy club beer will spend more money than the man who drink a King Juice. Because one part of man of this not talking.
So Brother Kirkpatrick is asking here, what if the people get addicted to it? So I don't know. It just one off.
Okay, no. Now I'm talking about I'm a beer people addicted to. I'm a stop. So cigarette. So.
Yes. Anyway, that's the thing. People are looking forward to the new King Juice Festival in Liberia, and hopefully we're going to see how that's going to play out. And it is what it is. And I think we'll move to the next segment of this topic here. I know Linford is frozen for some reason. So the next segment here, we're going to talk about let me see where, before Linford comes back. Have you had a vodka festival in Russia or been festival in Germany? I know I went to a festival in Hanover in Holland. And there was also I went to a festival in Sweden, but the festival in Russia, I can't remember though. So I can't remember actually, but I went to a beer festival in Belgium. So I know Amsterdam, they did the thing with Heineken that you could go and sit down and drink. So all of these things, I think they are income generating stuff. So it is what it is in Liberia. Let's try it. It's good to try something. So if you never try, you never know. But I think it would generate a lot of money. Imagine you travel from the US and you go home on a King Juice festival, and you're coming back home with big bottle of King Juice that will last you for months. Every now and then during the cold weather, you come and take a little zip to keep until the next festival, because you actually giving back to your country, and people will be employed on this. So I think it'll be a good thing. I don't know what you guys think, but I think the King Juice Festival made a lot of sense. So we'll move a little bit while we wait for Linford to come back on the show. I think he might have drop off of this internet problem. Something happened recently in Liberia, and we are now looking forward to 2024, which is few days from now, and we'll have a new government in place. And this new government, I just want us to talk about this. The president-elect has received his certificate, and we're looking forward to this. This is the new beginning of 2024, which will be a few days from now. We'll have new government in place, and we are all excited to see what will happen, because the expectation in Liberia is high that things will be like the old days. So I'm personally excited and looking forward to this. And if all the good things that have been said happen, man, I don't mind packing my things and going back home to join the bell welcome as well. Linford, I don't know what you think.
Yeah, first of all, let me apologize for that trip in the system here. I had some my boy trip down the whole break up, so everything went off.
Before you go, Mr.
Okay.
He will prefer the palm one festival instead of the King Juice festival. You see?
No, but you see that the thing we're talking, all the thing I raised, there are people, Mr. Weir, there are people who will not drink palm wine, and there are people who will not drink King Juice. So all these things will work. Now, to be frank, if there's King Juice festival, I will not drink King Juice. I will drink palm wine. So while people going for that palm wine festival, people also be going. There are some people who believe that palm wine, man, I think you drink it, yeah, for your God, you urine the whole day. But King Juice, when you take your one shot, you're moving, you're strong, you know. So, and there are people who drink both also. So it's good.
Yeah.
And like I said, the white men will make money for nothing. The thing what white men can make money for it, the tourism and certain festivals. Here, they get something I think they call, I don't know, I gotta find the English word. Fish. Something that they bring some funny fish. Some raw, some smoked, different. And every November, between the first weekend in November, they can have it here. And people come here, and that time we make money too. Because you can do something like quit one day job and get some plenty of money. That is supposed to get for a whole month, you know. And people, they generate income for this small town. You see it? So the white man knows how to make money. And some of the things we can destroy in Liberia. You know that EJ Raw building, even if it is broken down, but that broken down piece, you can make a tourist attraction based on the story that that's the one-party system that rule the country for years that are building there. Oh, there's several things. Look at Patawi, look at places, waterfalls, look at all these things here. And imagine people travel from America to come here to see the mountains. The mountains that we do want to see here. People come to see it.
So Linford, on what you just said, Patawi and all of the incoming government talk about tourism, and now these people are talking about King Juice festival, and all there will be tourist attraction. So going forward, the new government, our elected president, His Excellency Totoa Boakai, have been certificated. What your take on this? He received his certificate finally.
I think the certification of the president-elect and the vice president, it's in place. That's a normal protocol for any new government that is coming in, and we welcome that. What we think is that, or what I think is that, the transition period will be normal, process will be normal, And when the new government takes over, then now we start to observe. But again, like I've always said, the expectations are very high. Imagine these people, they ran campaign for 6 years against the CDC government. And not only that, these people have been in government before. So they know.
Linford, you coming in and out. I think your internet connection might be giving problem. So our brother is asking.
Sorry for the fluctuation. I see.
Yeah. So okay now? Linford? Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, your internet having problems. So the brother is asking why they never put the certificate in the frame and they always give it like that. So I don't know. This is something that you can put up that you won election by over so many millions of votes that since years to come, people will look at it. But I'm excited with the expectation being high on the ground. This is new Liberia, and every time new government come in, they come with different things that we all benefit from. And I think our people are looking forward to January 22nd. In January 22nd, I wish I was in Liberia to celebrate with everybody because it's something, it's what people look forward to, the excitement, and the think about it, man. People just hoping for the best, and I hope this continue. I know Linford is having problem in the background, so we're just going to call this another day if Linford comes back to talk a little bit about this certificate and other issue. For those of you that are following up for the first time, click on the like button. So
are you getting me now?
You have notification that we're on. And bottom line, we have been around when since this is the 3rd year now. Linford, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. We've been here, but the problem we've been having is that, when social media started first, and then these live podcasts and things started first, there were very few people in it. But now we have proliferation of people, and then we in Europe, Liberians in Europe are not that many. So compared to the Americas and other places. So when we started this thing in Europe, we've been having having tough time with getting audience, our European audience, because all of them tend to go to the biggest platforms and stuff like that. But again, like I said before from the start, we have our own trusted audience, like the likes of and our brother here, Boniface. We got several people, Munaklipa, all the people come to us. So we know we have our audience. And after our show, people go there to watch. Every time it amazes me that when I go, I've seen that 2,000-3,000 people have watched us after the show. Okay, that's good. But like I said, we are not in competition with the big groups. What we are in competition with is the truth. We say the truth. And the truth is what we live by. And people, we are not getting any feedback from our audience that what you said was not right or whatever. No.
Right.
And besides that, we give our candid opinion about the issue. We are not backing anybody. We in as much as we supported Mr. Cummings on this platform, but we also treated other political leaders well. We brought in politicians here. We brought in Larry Totoa. We brought in people from the Unity Party or your man from your Southeast, how you call him,
Ambassador Balu. Yeah, John Balu. Yeah.
And we brought in Taiwan Gonglo, Councilor Gonglo, my own nephew. We brought in people here. So, we try to keep it balanced. Yeah. But as we move, like Paul was saying, the new government is going to take over, and as we move in a new future, which is just a few days away from now, by the 30th of January, we'll have a completely new government. Then now we'll begin to observe, we'll begin to see what's going on.
Okay.
Our time, Mr. Kirkpatrick will come on every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Liberian time. So since you're in the US, you can do your time difference and see 7 o'clock Liberian time and 9 o'clock Central European time, 8 o'clock UK time. So I
that
guess,
means UK and Liberia on the same time now. So 8 o'clock.
oh, okay.
8 o'clock Liberia time. Then
Yeah,
during
you're on
the
GMT.
summer, 1 hour ahead of Liberia, they become 7 o'clock Liberia time, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. Yeah, every Tuesday and Friday will come to 8 o'clock Liberia time. And those of you following for the first time, just click on the like button, and whenever it comes, or you'll be notified.
Yeah. Paul, anything else that you want to talk about?
Next week, Tuesday, it will be the 2nd of January.
Right.
By His grace, we're going to have a week year in review, and we'll have the full house. Jamal will be here also. Yeah. No, 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Liberia time. That would be, I don't know, it will be morning hour on your end in Minnesota. So it'll be 8 p.m. Liberia time will comes on.
No, 8 p.m. will be in the afternoon in Minnesota.
Okay.
It's just about the same time. Just about the
same time. Yeah. So yes, we'll be looking at the year in review. All of what have happened. We'll talk about it. We'll have a full house. The other panelists will be here on Tuesday. Yes, I think that's about it. And we're trying to get Takunje on the show for his music to tell us how he came about to produce such a brilliant music that year in, year out.
And so anybody who knows Takunje can give us his telephone number, can put us in contact with him.
Yeah. It will be good. We really love, and this particular platform have been promoting Takunje's music, so it'll be great to have him here. Yes. Any other thing, info before we go?
Let's talk a little bit about the vice president, the former vice president and president-elect and his wife exchanging chewing gum. That video I had it, but I don't know where I put it.
I think that was hilarious to me. I think it was funny.
And but I think it was very intimate, showing love,
Yeah. I mean, for that age, people should be romantic in a church. I mean, I think I found that very interesting, and then just something that they tell you.
But Paul, you marry, and when you're doing your wedding, that marital vow, that for better or for worse,
exactly,
I'll be by you until death do us part. So you will be there for us.
Yes. So that's what happened, and I mean, so I don't know why people caring about that chewing gum thing.
No, but wait. Let's look at it this way too. Let me be a little bit negative.
I mean, you can be negative, but also I think it was really heart-touching and romantic for the old man. I think so, and the woman done well. So.
So okay. First, before I give my opinion, let me ask you. So you think it was real love?
My man, love come all kind of ways. So I think that was love. Look, what Patrick is saying here, that is not romantic.
That was runastic. I just learned a new one, runastic. Yeah, but on a serious note, I saw a video. I think that video is on YouTube. There was some meeting, some gathering where Barack Obama was sitting, Michelle Obama, George Bush, and then George Bush, I think he was eating candy or something he took, and then I think Obama, Michelle whispered in his ear, and then there was somebody sitting between he and Michelle, so he took his hand, crossed it like that, and gave Michelle. Somebody can find that video, you can find it. Michelle Obama, I don't know whether that candy or something. The camera caught it. It was on the camera. It was very good. But then some people, the United Party people, are saying, "Oh no problem." And George Bush shared candy with Barack Obama. Michelle Obama. Yes, he did it. But not taking it from your mouth And the owner was chewing the woman was chewing this thing here, the first incoming first lady, and then she did a day, took it from cutting in half, and then she passed it secretly, and the family were not actually expecting it. So when she gave it to him, he looked at it, then he looked around suspiciously.
Look. Look. Let me be in my papi defense here. Whatever she gave, it has some sweetness in it. And that people kissing every day. So what is different about taking something and say, look, I think that was they just telling you.
The question is, didn't she have extra one?
No, that was the last one.
Oh.
So she needed to share.
But wait. Somebody I read somewhere, they say they probably want to take a executive nap. You know, probably that president-elect now, you want to take a little presidential nap. In fact, he was napping already. So they only look at they only say they make a
Look at this. So the papi was taking a nap. And she decided she had the romantic touch to wake him up. And that's what she did. So I don't see nothing in it at all. I think it was nice. Yes. Bring your husband back. It could be him doing it. I don't see any problem with that at all.
Yeah, but okay, wait. You'll defend tire. You'll defend today tire. But let me ask you a question here. So if the papi want to take a little nap, I mean, I think he already knowing. So the woman heard the sound. The woman was embarrassed. So she said, let me keep Joe awake. But then why she couldn't get taking small the time? Say, Joe, wake up.
Well, the thing is, me and you don't know the sweetness in that particular thing that she took from her mouth to pass on to him. You see, to keep him up. I'll be honest here.
Yeah. Okay, Joseph Farmer is saying that, you know, they knew that I was wrong. But you know, the thing is hard to say, Paul. People say it was wrong, but then some people say it was romantic. The thing is, I don't know. If you were smoking cigarette,
you say for better, for worse. And he was sleeping, and she know what to do to keep him awake. That's all. Maybe that's something she had to chew, and then later she didn't want to put it in her mouth directly because going to lose, so she passed it. But the poor man say that's all.
Yeah, but you see, there were several things about this video that were funny when I watched it. The woman knew that she wanted to wake the puppy up. So when she chewed the thing, she didn't take a whole thing. She cut it out. You can see it. She cut it. Then she wrapped it in your hand. Then she did it secretly. No, she know the camera, but the cameraman said, I swear.
The cameraman is no say. That's the point.
Yeah. But that's the work of the press, though. So when she gave to the puppy was already sleeping, but she was supposed to wake the puppy up for and say, Joe, because they are giving something. So when she had put in the puppy and the puppy wake up. When puppy wake up, puppy too was confused. You know what's going on. So you open your hand, look at it. You can see it on the camera. You look at it. Then you look around. Then
look, my brother, I tell you, they've been flowing for years, over 50 years. So she know what to do to keep this man awake. So let's give this old man a big thanks, because if she are going to tap in at the wake up, they are going to make issue out of it. But she knew exactly what to do. And I think that was kind, it was funny, but it was more romantic that for young people to learn, say, our old people doing it, what? Now we can do it too.
And they say behind every successful man, there's a strong woman, right?
Absolutely. See, oh, so she took the whole thing from her mouth, not piece, the whole thing. Wake up, Joe, and listen.
So okay, I think Joe better have the whole thing. Let me just forget what.
Oh man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, sometimes we gotta bring in what we call in this kind of situation when they kind of show them, we gotta have something we call humor. HUMOR, humor. You know, we just make it funny. We add some flavor to it, so we can keep you sitting. You know, I say people go on.
Wait. Let me talk to my brother Jesse. Jesse, this thing here, I mean, let's be honest. It's just a romantic talk. when this thing happened in Tanzania, our female partners will be crying, oh, look at what they're doing. And this is what now sort of bring tears and joy in the eyes of many Liberians, to be honest. The old man has shown us the way, the old man has shown us the way. This is what our partners should do to us when we're out there. We're trying to take a nap. Instead of knocking us, just take something from your mouth and put it in the person's mouth. I think she could have just done it straight by.
Yeah, but my suggestion to the Oma, oh, buy a whole pack of Latin. Then at least she can give him the pack, he can take one. But you know, the thing is they're not ordinary people. They're going to be president soon, president, first lady. So every little thing they do now will be on the spotlight. I mean, Paul, me and my woman can go somewhere. She takes something from her mom. She give me. They will say, I don't have free people then. But you know, when you're in that category, I mean, you are set aside. Everything about you is important. You know, when you remember during the Iraqi war, where these journalists threw the shoes at George Bush.
So everybody say, I feel I want to watch the Zam because of this. I think the poor romantic, y'all take it to the bank. It was the most romantic thing I've seen for years. Y'all take this to the bank. Linford, I don't know why you're saying.
Is Big Brother Carpenter we are related to George Weah?
No.
Because when we start beating all the Weah people, then we're not people, and then we are kind of say, we are, yeah.
Remember that would be unfair. So all the people were told him. So if he told them, all they told you be related.
Yeah, all they told us.
You see Jackson Edo and Samuel Doe, so were they related? No, you
can't. You see, brother, we have this is a show we here, you know. You see some talk show they go sit there, they castigating people, causing people, say all the bad thing. No, we don't do it. We talk an issue at the end of the day. We do fun. Because the thing is, look, we're all Liberians, right? I will tell you something. I didn't know Paul and I grew up as children on the bypass. We grew up. We may have crossed paths, but we know because he lived in Jalata and I live in Warren. So, but again, after thousands of years, we met, and then we got to know that we grew up in the same community. He knows people who I know very well, okay, from childhood days. And then, so when we do all of these things, we hate each other, we causing each other, we wishing each other bad. That's bad. So Liberia is a small country. If you do know me, you'll know somebody who I know, and that person will know somebody. So that's why we throw some of these jokes around. So when I say, well, if we catch all it, we have people we say we are a bad president. So all the people we are in your kind we be all like that. So but a carpenter we are when you can say, oh, me, my Nick, I would say, no, you're there, we are. Anyway. Okay, Alexander Boniface, GMB don't have strong I know, man. My man, move from that, man. You know, go put your hand more. Go put your hand in. But they were very chewing better. I mean, I go ha boom from way over a long time. Go put your hand in more. That one part that you on your own. But you know, we're going to have a new president, and this new president is going to be the president for all of us. So your United Party supporters, when we're talking, you got this time. I was telling them, a group of them will come under my post and be all in all. I said, what's good for the goose is also good for the gangers. We're on we are every day. We are. Now we are going now. So that Boakai coming now. So you put your high in quarter. And this government, like I said it last time, no, let me tell you, if I were there, I'll go back and check away. CDC back in opposition, you know what I mean?
It means
nobody going back to read
nothing. Look, my man, stop the thing. It means absolutely nothing. What am I saying there?
What do you mean?
I just came back from Liberia. I was told that things would be like the time we're growing up, the Totoa, the Totoa, up to the Doe era, how things were cool. And Liberia will be the new Tanzania. So please don't spoil this thing that coming up. And don't say
Even if Liberia will develop and be like Rwanda,
my man, they say what last in the tongue can happy. Don't say negative thing about my country now. Go in the new year.
No, not negative thing. I mean, we got to hold the government feet to fire. In order for the government to do all the good things they promised, the citizens say they will do. In fact, there was a story in the Daily Observer where they say they congratulated the new government, but they also promised to be a robust opposition.
Yeah, so you can be robust opposition. I agree, but you should not pour my heart here because what I was told, my man, I can't wait for the 22nd of January. You see the transition that's taking place now? There's a purpose for that. So when the guys get in office, boom, we start seeing what they're going to do. And we're going to have a better day ahead. So please, don't spoil my heart now because I've been buying my nice green coat suit. Don't come spoil it in here until let's get into this first. Before you give us peace. Thank you.
I hold my peace. I will, keep my hope as it is, and I hope that everything will be okay.
I think Boniface will not leave on this about the chewing gum.
No, Boniface watch the video. He watch the video. If you watch the video, you'll not be asking that question. The Oma was chewing the thing. The two and the Oma mom. She took it from there.
You see, look. Yeah, what brother keep out the new government coming with a lot of things, man. So
the sanction coming for them too. They didn't say that the sanction will come. They want
oh, all right. So just wait.
Yeah, but the police said that then we will put sanction on them for what?
By the time we get in February, you'll see.
Yeah, but they said that, yeah. So why you putting sanction on them for?
The people who stole, and they keep telling them that more coming. Just watch.
Okay, we see. Oh, listen. Again, when I say this, maybe you say I should hold my peace here. This government, we got to be careful because the very foundation of the government, the certain people that will see on them, yeah, but see, CDC part. They have no sanction thing, for them. They in the middle. So they in here. Yeah, they in the middle of the sanction. They in here. The only person that waiting for that we are when now we have the sanction there and we have a big sanction. That one I know.
So my man, let round up.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good being here. And again, our condolences to the bereaved family, the victims, those who are in the hospital, and also the hospitals are calling for assistance. We hope Google organizations can reach out to them and provide the needed assistance that will help the victims of those that got burned in the fire. And those that died already, the death toll might rise because with the hospitals calling for assistance, it means that there are still more people in the hospital. So our hearts go out to them. And I want to thank all of you, Brother Weir, for the first time you've been with us, and also Alexander Boniface, pioneer here, and Jesse Foreman is in and out most of the time. And for those of you whose names we cannot see on our screen, we want to thank you for being with us. And the next time you come on, will be on Tuesday. But like we said, we're hoping to do a year in review. So, and that year in review will include most of the major activities that we had. It's just a reminder of what happened during the years, and then we come to discuss them. Then we enter the new year, and then we start a new page. It's just like you're reading a book, right? You finish page 1, you flip over, go to page 2. That's what we're going to do for 2024. And Paul, let me ask you. Is this going to be the usual thing in Liberia where when elections are coming, the 1 or 2 years to election, you see plenty party them register. Then after election, when they win, then all the party lost. They just go, nobody can see, then. So,
Linford, there's a reason behind it.
Why?
If you come up with a political party and you know your party have not reached there you now become a bargaining chip. You can go endorse whoever become the new government of the day. So you can have piece of part of, maybe if you're lucky, they give you one little director job somewhere or some sort of ministry that you can be some deputy or something. That's why they do it, because if they stop doing that, then you find that equally so we don't have an institution in Liberia like in the UK where you get the Labour, the Conservative and the Liberal Democrat. In the US, you have the two-party system over there. Liberia don't have that. Even Sierra Leone have the two-party system. Until we can have that in Liberia, you find out that people will not be jumping here and there to register party. I can leave from here and go down Waterside and get over 500 names, and then I can register my party to run. So it is what it is. And I think it's something that people need to be, if we have, going forward, if we have institutions, people can join those institutions. If they're good enough, then they can put forward their ideas. And if they're able, if the people can elect them, then they run. Like what happened in the US, they go for primary and all that, whoever win. But in Liberia, they do it for jobs and all about jobs. And because Liberia have the massive elephant meat that when they give you little job in less than 3 months, you can put a big structure and you become the government, the sheriff in town. So everybody do it for jobs. So yes, based on that note, I think it's all about jobs, nothing else. Because look, nobody know me. If I talking about this thing 2029, by God's waiting, I'm going to challenge Darren Dillon. And my challenge will be on this. I'm going in a house I'll be there, the Robin Hood of Liberia. I'm going in there to steal, to bring it to the people. Because people seem to go to the house not being honest. When they get there, then they start doing the obvious to steal. So now I'll go to my campaign message will be, I'm going to steal for you and bring it to you. So I'm looking for people to join me for 2029 senatorial position. I'm going to steal for the people and bring it to the people. That's my campaign message. And
Yeah,
I know
the reason why I asked that question about the political party is that as we enter this 2024 now, after these elections, new government come in, and then we enter the new year. For the first 2, 3, 4 years, it's going to be like no political party in Liberia. You know, all the parties gone, and I don't know. So because if we had 20 parties in these elections that just ended, so the 20 parties, if they were all going to be in existence until the next elections, I think the government will not be doing what they're doing, but all the parties will go, like you said, they will get absorbed. Some of them will go take job and sit down and become member of the ruling party. Then when time comes in, then they say, okay, let's make ourselves relevant again. Let's come out again.
Yeah.
And we can see that most of the parties that people were even thinking were very relevant, were very strong, is the party of my own nephew, Conservative Congo, the LPP. I mean, it's a PPP. I call it.
Yeah, the Progressive Party. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, but that party was one of the parties that endorsed Boakai. Can you imagine? So, what do you expect? So you wait until 2027, 2 years to election, then come outside and say you have a party again. Okay.
Yeah.
The Mandela Cooper Party, all the other parties. So I mean, this is fun. But the Liberian people are not thinking that you call it a political party. When time can you go, you work with the ruling party or do all the corruption, then 2 years to election, and you come outside and say political party, start talking all the bad thing about the system.
Yeah, so just you see here, at least 3 political party systems will be good for Liberia, which I agree. Yeah, instead of all those 20 parties come together to get jobs, then after that, then new people come out with different names. So until the election commission even run all the names now, so the next thing you hear is Linfo and Poor Party because they have run all the names. So Anyway, on that note, bro, let's call it a day and say thanks to our viewers for following us. And On Tuesday, we'll be back here again, but we'll be having the year in review. We'll go back. They say they go back in time, right? To discover what we did and then move forward. And then we'll talk about the incoming government to close on that day. So I would say good night to all our viewers. And Linford, what you got to say before we leave them with a nice song and say goodbye.
Well, I just want to thank our people for being with us. And always, if you join us in the middle of the video or the live, you can go back on the video and listen to some of what we've said. And we invite you to be with us the next time. And like Paul said, you can click the like button so that anytime we come on, you get notification that we are on, and then you can invite your friends. Thanks a lot, and have a nice day. Happy weekend.
Yeah, so on that note, Linford, I would love to play this beautiful Liberian gospel music because we get into the new year, and I wish everybody happy new year. And looking forward to seeing you all 2024, which is this is the last Friday in the year, people. God bless every one of y'all, and we'll see y'all in the next year by His grace. So I'll leave you with the beautiful gospel music.
You see, unnecessary sleepy on duty. My patients are crying, they having conversation. My patients are dying, they busy chatting on Facebook. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. Be happy, I want to hear you be happy. Listen to me, you make the test hard for the students to fail. You gave it grace to the student because of money. You gave it grace to the student to sleep with them. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward.